You like almost deck me every time you do that. I'm like, whoa! Gotta do the whole Matrix thing.
The Matrix thing.
Yep.
So, hello.
All right, Deer Park Farmstead. Hello.
How is everybody doing this fine evening?
Teresa said she had us on mute. I'm a quick learner.
So,
Hello, Kathy, Country Homestead Preacher. Lots of new people. I saw Nature Basics in here.
Sipping the old lifer's juice this evening.
Oh, had to. Hello from North Carolina.
We're going to be up in your neck of the woods here pretty soon. White Picket Finch.
Of course he's going to do a taste test.
Who asked that?
Of course, Teresa.
Please.
It's lemon.
It's lemon.
Of course.
Of course. So, dare I ask? So, Robyn, what species of oil?
Are you kidding me?
Are
you really kidding me? Yes, Kathy, I did get your man. Well, wait a minute. Who's Kathy?
Yes.
You got Kathy. Okay, yes.
She's in the email.
D. Powell. Hey, I love your oil shows. Well, thank you. Yeah, so any of y'all that have been with us for a while know that when Jason and I get together to do a vlog, it's usually pretty funny.
The bloopers are usually the best.
And usually the bloopers are pretty funny too.
Like, I got some footage from some of our original vlogs when I was trying to do farm log, cow patty D. And that happens every time.
You're now going to make me think about it like the whole rest of the time.
I got like
cow patty D.
I got like 6 hours of footage of me trying to say cow patty D.
Okay, so I see a couple people. I use this. I use that. This class is not geared toward any specific company or any specific, brand. You will see images from doTERRA, and that's only because that's who we use, but that's the only reason. So just so that you know, we don't cater towards one or the other.
Nope.
But we do use doTERRA, so just so that
we're not
disclosure.
We're not going to be in here like doTERRA rules.
Yeah, no. And we do know that they have good quality, and you'll hear that. But we don't badmouth anybody. We don't believe in saying, don't use anybody else. That's not what we're saying. So, just so you know.
No, I would never start rumors about other oil companies.
Potato, exactly. So what
species of oil are we talking about?
It's not a species.
Really?
It's a variety.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Because I got people wanting cougar and puma and tiger.
Look,
and
I'm still
seeds.
trying to see how you can figure out how to make a chicken seed in editing. Like, we have to do that now. Like,
I can do it.
We have so many people talking about they want chicken seeds and they want cougar seeds and tiger seeds and all this stuff.
Cougar, not so much. But I could do a chicken.
I'm telling you, we're going to have a chicken seed. It's coming. Just saying.
Homestead in the Highlands.
Yes.
Can you just call and just talk to me?
Doesn't she has some videos out.
I know, I've watched them all.
Right, so just play those. You'll be able to listen to her voice there.
Yeah, but see, I could hurt her channel if I keep watching them over and over again.
Variety, so it has depth. Exactly. So, they're different. I'll even throw one even better in there. There's different cultivars. Sure, how much can I get away with charging you? This chat just went. Anyway, so it's been, time just flies. Okay, so as the title. It's gonna be one of those nights. You already got me messed up. As the title of this class is already on there. I used to have an egg tree. It's related to the eggplant. My favorite one, there was somebody that commented on the chickens, how to grow a chicken seed, that made me just die. I was laughing so hard. Egg trees are real. Okay, that's fine, but it's still funny to me. Okay, so lemon. We're going to talk about lemon essential oils. What? So you want to go ahead and just consume it now?
Nope.
No.
I don't consume it until we got at least 40 people in here.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's talk. No, we're not talking man stuff yet. So let's talk about lemon oil. How many of you in the chat use lemon essential oil right now? Let me see a little raise of hand icon.
And while we're waiting on that, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. They are now a sponsor of our channel and of the garden project that we have going on. So please, if you're getting ready to put in a garden, go visit www.rareseeds.com. Ask them to send you a free catalog.
Yeah, if you don't have one yet.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, it seems like a lot of people already use lemon oil pretty well. So, that's good.
Now, let me ask this. How many of you also watch those 5-minute house cleaning hacks or house organizing hacks on the YouTube? Not on YouTube, but on the YouTube.
I don't know. I wonder if they have stringless green beans. I think they do.
Hand me the catalog while you're teaching the class. I'll look.
Pretty sure they do. Because I seem to remember thinking that that was something we might. No, never seen them. I watch them occasionally. What? It's all right, Kitty. We're glad you're here.
There will be flogging, Kitty.
Is it a sin if I said no? I get bored. I like hoarders better. That gets me in the mood. Never. I cheat. I have a housekeeper. Oh!
Who got a housekeeper?
I do, and not all are hacks. Yeah. Yeah, that's the big book. I see.
What was the name of it again?
I've been demoted. Did you... You didn't take Tanya's wrench away, did you?
No, YouTube did because she didn't show up, and I had to give the wrench to somebody else. And so YouTube only lets you have a certain amount of wrenches now. So now I gotta give it back to her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make her beg.
Oh, you hear that? I look forward to it.
She knows what she has to say.
Kitty says she looks forward to it, Jason.
Looks forward to what?
To flogging, I guess, from Kitty.
Oh.
She said yeep. That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not what he wants you to say. Aretha Manchester. Oh, bite me, Jason.
There it is. Give her her wrench back.
I give her your wrench back.
Okay, Landreth stringless beans. Yes, they do. They are a bush bean. 55 days. This meaty variety debuted in 1885. Debuted. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Is that a specific species of word that you picked out there?
It's a very specific species. It was a flavorful string. You did this to me.
And that is how it's done. Just saying.
It's a flavorful stringless bean and boosts heavy yields. The pods are medium green in color and a little over 5 inches long. The seeds are a rich chocolate or coffee brown. We might have to get ourselves some of those. Is that the one that you was asking about? Who was it?
I don't remember. Yeah, you've been sipping already? So Smoking Reptile lives in driving distance from Baker Creek. That's pretty cool.
Then we might have to meet up because...
Lisa Rogers was the one that asked. So...
we might have to meet up, Smoking Reptile, because, brother, when we are doing workshops for the Homesteading Life conference in Missouri. That's the Doug and Stacy's one. Mm-hmm. If you go to their website and you go to workshops, you will see this ugly mug looking right back at you. And so we're going to be up there for that. Then we are going to take a day and we are going to drive over, and we've been invited to come to Baker Creek, and they want to give us a private tour and walk us around the farm and everything. And they are going to let us film, so we will be filming it. Mm-hmm. And we're super crazy excited about it. I mean, you can tell somebody's calling plant species and stuff. So we may have to hook up after we're done with all of that. Maybe go grab some coffee, or maybe a bite to eat. Maybe you can take me out to eat.
Ice cream. Maybe you can take me out. Are you kidding me? You're so bad. Okay, so now that we're like 15 minutes into the class, seems like that always happens. So we're going to talk about lemon oil tonight.
That's a specific species.
That's a specific species of oil. It's going to be on my grave.
Yes.
It's going to be like, here lies a species of... That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it'll be in August, Smoking Reptile. So as it gets closer, we'll...
be the first weekend, the first Sunday in...
We'll hook it up. You should just come to the Homesteading Life conference.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get to meet myself, Doug, the Fit Farmer. I know 2 families going.
There'll be a lot of people there.
There'll be a lot of people going.
It's a genre at the Times. Hello, Duncan 1900.
So, yes, on your grave, it's going to say, here lies the beautiful queen, Mama Bear Robyn, who ate the wrong species of mushroom.
So, before I was so rudely interrupted. So lemon oil. Lemon oil is extremely practical. As we showed just a few minutes ago, I asked all of you, and I would venture to say that just about every one of the people that are commenting said they've used it. Mm-hmm. Of course, not everybody's commenting, but pretty much everybody that commented has said that they've used it in one way, shape, or form. So what we're going to do is, like I always do, we're going to talk about the really cool facts that I found about lemon, ways you can use it, properties it has, even a little bit of background, history, how it's made, all of that fun stuff. So, without further ado, time
Cheers.
to chug-a-lug. Okay, that's enough. Oh, yeah. It's really strong. It's really strong. You only needed like one drink. Yeah, that's gonna burn all the way down.
As long as it don't burn coming out.
Oh, it may. I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, serves you right. Exactly.
I don't know if I like this Alicia person. She's been mean to me the last 3 or 4 times.
Wait till that fart passes. Smell like lemony fresh.
Lemony fresh.
Then you'll be able to say my poop really does smell.
I'll be pooping and disinfecting.
Oh, gotta love me. Okay. So, first things
my poop
first.
would actually be cleaning the toilet.
You'll be farting pledge. Oh my God.
Come polish the furniture with this one, baby.
Pine Sol by the Bears. Okay. We're never going to get through this oil. We're going to be talking about farting and pooping lemon for the next hour. Okay. So, very first things first, lemon can be used if it's a good quality essential oil. And remember, it has to have the supplemental facts on the back of the bottle. It can be ingested, can also be used aromatically and topically. Now, as far as topically is used, this is where the precautions and contraindication kind of stuff comes in. Lemon is cold pressed. It's a citrus. So the oil is not from the... Ouch. The oil's not from the fruit, like the inside, the meat.
Pulp.
No, yeah, the pulp. It's from the...
Mama grows!
It's from the rind. And the rind is cold pressed, and the oil... So, like, if you've ever had any kind of citrus fruit, lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit, any of those...
Banana.
Whenever you hold it and touch it, well, the pith is the white on the inside, but the rind on the outside is where you get the oil from. So if you're ever holding an orange and you hold it for a little bit of time, you smell the orange on your hand, right? Mm-hmm. So
Alicia, that's got to be on your end, darling.
Yeah, we're not
we're
buffering.
all green here.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is buffering.
Yeah, it's from the the fancy word is the zest. Yes, it's from the on the outside of the fruit. So all of the citrus oils that are cold pressed, they all have photosensitivity qualities, meaning that if you use them and then go out in the sun or tanning bed or anything like that, you could burn yourself.
Why would anybody go to a tanning bed?
I have no idea. But whatever the case, whenever you're using these citrus oils, you really have to make sure to minimize your exposure to UV sunlight and UV rays, because it can cause sunburn in light-skinned people. Another thing that we always talk about is, the other night, Old Ways New Times talked about melanoma. And that's another thing that, be very careful when you're talking about, or when you're using these citrus oils and your sun exposure, because you really don't want to magnify. And really what this boils down to, we'll talk about in a second. What this really boils down to is what I always tell you about oils. If you're using something and it has a certain property, and then you magnify that by you doing something else. And here's the thing. Lemon oil, people with skin conditions tan and tan beds to help psoriasis. I did not know that.
I didn't know that. See, I knew if I asked, somebody would know.
Yeah. So you just got to be really careful with this, because it can actually make your skin darker by pulling in the sun rays. So you're actually making it worse by, you're intensifying the sun rays when you're using it and you're out in the sun. So you got to be really, 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 really careful with that. All right. So question is, why is Jason putting oil on his ears?
Mama made me a rollerball, a specific blend for, what's it called? Tinnitus.
Yeah, so he has ringing really bad in his ears sometimes, especially when it's super quiet. And in here, because of we don't have the air conditioning going, we don't have a heater blowing or anything like that. So it's super quiet in here. And because it's so quiet, he can get this, sound in the background, this ringing in his ears. Okay, so Tanya says, my meds tell me to stay away from grapefruit. But it tells you to stay away from the fruit grapefruit. So that's something to ask your care provider, because the oil is different than the fruit. They're coming from two totally separate parts of the of the fruit itself. You know, you've got the skin and then also the fruit. So that's one thing, like, and I know because like Lucy was here last week, we were talking about that. There are a lot of people that they say you got to stay away from grapefruit, but it's not the oil, it's the fruit itself. So definitely check that, because there's a lot of things grapefruit oil is really good for that you might be missing out on if you don't ask. Mm-hmm. You know, so definitely ask about that.
It works really good, Josh. It really does.
Don't say ring to a hobbit. I love Tim.
What species was that? It's the juice, not the oil.
Yeah, it's the juice because the oil. Oh, so you can ask a pharmacist too. Yeah, I mean some, because not all. I mean.
Well, when it comes to related to meds.
Yeah, you may. You may be able to.
And hers was related to meds.
Right, but what I'm saying is some pharmacists are not versed in oils, so there might be some.
Most doctors aren't versed in oils either.
So you got to find the right care providers and the right pharmacists to be able to ask that question.
Aren't versed in.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Hello, D. All right. So we said we can use it aromatically, internally, and topically. Photosensitivity was another thing. There aren't any known interactions with lemon oil, and you know, no different than using lemon the fruit. If you're going to use lemon oil, ingesting wise, just don't use it any more than you would the lemon fruit. So if you're going to squeeze a full lemon in your tea, then it's fine to put a drop or two in your tea to drink, you know, with every glass. So use it no different than you would food portions.
I put 1 drop in my coffee this morning, and it was really good.
Ugh. I don't like it in my coffee. I love it in my tea and in my water, but I'm not crazy about it in my coffee. It's good in tea, though. Yeah, it's really good in ice water. Okay, so what is lemon? Here's some really cool stuff that I found out about lemon. Things that I didn't even realize.
Put it on your pancakes on pancake.
On pancake.
We need to have a pancake day.
Now that we're not doing keto, we can.
I don't give a rat's but
I know. Okay, so we're going to get to all the things that you guys are sharing. We're going to get to all of those, but I appreciate you sharing those in the chat because they may not stay for the whole.
You can make your, he calls them throat singers. I guess that's the same thing as your lozenger.
Excellent for the throat for singers. Yes.
5th of March is Pancake Day this year.
Great in Irish cough syrup. Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. So what is it? Well, the lemon is a tree that can grow to almost 20 feet. What? It's not a specific species. The
fact that you even said that it was a tree.
Why?
I don't think many people think it's like a bush or a small, like a tomato
You
plant.
would be surprised. You never know.
You know that they got big, long, honking thorns on them, too?
But it's an evergreen. And that I did not know.
We'll stab the crap
So it's an evergreen tree. It can grow up to 20 feet tall. They are dormant at 55 degrees. So the ideal time for them, they thrive the most between 70 degrees and 55 in that time, in that temperature frame. Another cool thing, they're native to Asia, India, and China. They can produce, get this, they can produce 500 to 600 pounds of lemon a year from one tree because they grow, if they're in the right conditions, they'll grow year round. So as long as they're not in the dormant temperature zone, they'll continue to grow. They won't go dormant. Only in Florida are they evergreen. In Virginia, they turn black. Well, it's not just Florida. So California and Texas also produce a lot of the lemons that are produced in the United States. Now, this is something I didn't know. A lot of lemons are hand-picked. They're still hand-picked. They don't do them by machine. They're not picked wet. Can't pick them wet. And they normally pick them green before they ripen. And then they ripen. They're one of the fruits that will ripen, continue to ripen after they're picked. They are a cross between the bitter orange and the citron. So that's where lemon comes from. It's basically a hybrid. It's a crossbreed of those two.
Mm-hmm. YouTube is just now sending out the fact that you won it.
That's lovely. Yay! In Arizona, yes, they must be picked green. Yeah. So, yeah, they pick them green, and then they, many don't know what the looks like out in nature. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So let's see, what's another thing that I found? Or no, not Florida. I said Florida. I meant Arizona. I had Florida on the brain because he said Florida. California, Arizona, and Texas is where they grow a good portion of the lemons in the United States. It takes almost 1,000 lemons to make 1 pound of oil. 1,000 lemons. That's crazy. That's a lot of lemons.
That's a lot of lemonade.
Just to make a pound of oil. Just in one of these bottles, I'm trying to remember, I wrote it down, 45 lemons just to make
that's doable.
That, yeah. So 45 lemons just to make a 15 milliliter bottle of oil. So that's a lot. Okay, so with the history and interesting facts portion of the class, this lemons were used by Indian, as in India Indians, not Native American Indians, Egyptians, and Romans for infectious diseases. Did you know that?
Can pigs eat citrus? What do you think they do with all the pulp? Pigs usually won't eat them. They'll usually just stomp it into the ground.
The rinds. Now, the fruit they'll eat, but they will not eat the rinds. And that, to me, is a waste of a good resource. Obviously, you're not going to... Most people do not have the means to make their own essential oils. So... what we do is we take the rinds and we soak them in vinegar. Mm-hmm. And then we make our own citrus cleaner. So we don't even... I mean, we did do that a couple of times. We'd throw it in with the scraps. And then we realized real quick that they really don't even touch them. They go straight down into the ground. So that just seemed like a waste to us. So we found that we could... And then the really cool thing about that is when... you take the rinds out of the, when you take the rinds out of the vinegar, you can use the pith side, and, you know, like if you have a stain on your countertop or anything like that, it's almost like a magic eraser. Like it pulls up stuff pretty quickly. Let's see.
I wouldn't give the pig a lot of citrus. We've given them some over the years. They eat it, but it's really not the best for them. Yeah, no, we don't ever give them. I mean, because the kids love to eat it, so it's not like we waste it. We would rather. I mean, ever since Ladessa was really little, she'll just eat a lemon like it's an orange.
Hey, small town Southern housewife, I recognize that person. She changed her name. I think. Pretty sure I know who that is.
Who is it?
I'm not going to say her name out here because she might not want anybody to know her name.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, yep, she did. It is really good to see you in here. I just want you to know that. Glad you're here.
Who
So
is it?
I will tell you later. There, see, she'll tell you.
Who is it?
Selena.
Gomez?
She's been with us for quite a while. No, not Selena Gomez. She's prettier than Selena Gomez.
So,
Just don't let my son hear me say that.
so
Anyway.
somebody asked about growing lemon trees
In the house?
in Alabama.
Mm.
I would suggest that you would get the dwarf variety and do like what you were saying. Put it in a container, so then that way you can bring it in during the winter time. Those Meyer lemon trees work great. We're going to end up getting 2 or 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we will do that. We will put them in large 30-gallon, 50-gallon containers. And then put them out around. And you guys will probably, hopefully, knock on wood, see this in our garden series.
Because they'll probably be on the porch and then in the house, right?
Well, they'll be out and around raised beds and stuff. And then we will pick them up and slide them in and put them in corners where they get a little bit of access to some sunlight, but can stay warm in the wintertime. Two Family Homestead is in the house.
So say hi to Phoebe.
Who's
Hello,
Phoebe?
Phoebe.
Who's Phoebe?
Nature's Basics daughter.
Hey, Phoebe.
Hello, hello. Hey, Two Family. What's up? Yes, Meyer lemons are sweeter. Yes, they are.
Phoebe, can you sing Smelly Cat to us?
I want a dwarf blood orange. Ugh, I don't know if I could eat a blood orange. That just freaked me out that they're red like that.
How much do you spend on the garden?
How much you spending on the garden this year? Way too nosy. I'm excited for all the many projects you'll do.
Believe it or not, through the grace of God, Baker Creek took out a large chunk of the money that we're going to be spending. But all of our raised beds will be made out of recycled material. We are going to upcycle old pallets. Now, granted, I'm at more of an advantage than most because we do live in the granite capital of the world, and the quote-unquote pallets that have to be built to be able to move the granite around are made out of thicker, stronger lumber.
And they're heat treated, which makes it
and
perfect.
They are super heat treated because they are superly inspected for bugs.
Because all of this stuff comes from other parts of the world. And so they have to, like our USDA, they have to come in and they have to inspect our facilities constantly to make sure that we don't have any bugs that are not from our area. Like they set out traps and stuff and come inspect all of it. So that's why they're heat treated for that reason.
Yeah.
So.
But we're going to be spending a little bit. But hopefully we won't have to sell the farm to be able to
We
to
won't.
do it.
We'll be all right. Okay, so it was used for infectious diseases. Lemon was first mentioned in Europe, the southern part of Italy, ancient Rome times in 200 AD. And then by 700 AD, you had it showing up in Persia, Egypt, and Iraq. It was first recorded in Arabic on a book on farming in Arabic, which I think is interesting, in 1000 AD. And it was used as an ornamental plant in Islamic gardens. So that's pretty
Mississippi
cool.
Gulf Coast gardener. Almost called it Gold Coast, but that's in Australia.
The first substantial cultivation was in Genoa, which is in Italy, in the mid-15th century. And lemons were introduced into America by who other than Christopher Columbus.
You know, when you said, what was the town in Italy?
Genoa.
You know what went in my head? Geneva. And all I heard was the cucumber singing, Geneva. Oh, Geneva. Not with VeggieTales. He said Geneva.
Salami. Yeah, that's where salami is. So, so what happened is lemon was used to fight food poisoning, malaria, typhoid epidemics, and also scurvy, which is what Teresa was saying. So they used to keep lemons and oranges and stuff to keep scurvy away from the
change Teresa's
sailors.
Name on there to Monica.
And so presumably what happened, Christopher Columbus ate a lemon, and lemons, another random fact, most have 8 seeds in one fruit. So he kept the seeds, put them in his pocket, and then when he got to land,
are you okay with that?
Planted them, and so that's how we ended up with lemon plants. Yes. Who's Monica? As in the Monica? As in Friends Monica. So let's see. So some random facts. Lemons, we all know lemons are sour. And the reason why they're sour is because they contain 5 to 6% citric acid. Okay, that's what makes them, oh no, not that one. Also, did you ever do in school where you hooked up a bunch of electrodes to a lemon to see if it would power a battery? Or a light bulb?
Robyn. Public school.
Oh. No? You never had to do that? But we did a potato. So yeah, you can do it with a lemon. You can hook up a bunch of stuff to a lemon and it will actually produce electricity. Now, it takes a lot, but you can... They did it last year. See, look at that. It might start your tractor.
Look, man, I didn't go through the whole list, man. That's all I'm just going to say. I didn't...
You're getting it back now. I'm just saying. Now it would take a ton to do it, but you could power a digital watch. You could power a light bulb for a flashlight, anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, another random fact. Oh, so during the gold rush in California.
You're going to make Daryl have flashbacks. I remember when my Paul took me out there to California to try to find some gold.
In 1849, during the gold rush, the miners used to pay really good money, like high prices, just for a single, just for a single lemon. Because they were malnourished, and so they would and to this day, that's why there are so many lemon trees in California. I mean, you're thinking it's only 150, 160 years, but all of that because back then they grew so many because there was such a demand and a high price for those lemons. So that's pretty cool. What else? Oh, during the Renaissance, ladies used lemon juice to redden their lips. Think about how it burns, like when you put it on. No.
Come on, let's see how red we can make your lips. Come on, I'm tasting this
obviously,
stuff.
we all know that it's really high in vitamin C. That's a duh kind of thing. And then the other one that I thought was interesting, well, there's 2 of them. Even today, the British Navy requires that their ships have to have enough. When they leave, they have to have enough to be able to provide 1 ounce of lemon juice to each sailor that's on the boat for each day.
Ship.
Boat. It's a boat. No, it's a ship. You're right. So I thought that was pretty cool. And one more. Just one more. lemons used to be so rare that kings used to present them to each other as gifts. So that's pretty neat too. Thinking about some like high-powered king guy giving another guy a lemon. It's a lemon. Now they're like what, 39 cents? So not as valuable anymore.
Oh, they're very valuable to me.
Water vessel. Yep, a water vessel. There you go. I like that.
Lemons are very valuable to me.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Because when life gives me lemons, I freeze them and throw them at the people that are bothering me.
Mm-hmm. My grandpa taught me the difference between a ship and a boat, and he was a sailor. Yeah, that's exactly, because it's a marine, and it's not a boat, it's a ship. So, at this point, I'm going to hand it over to you. Go ahead and tell everybody what you use lemon oil for. Let me kick back and rest.
All right.
Ow! Okay. So.
Dude moment time.
Dude moment time.
This is the time when I talk to the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes. Everybody thinks that the essential oil class is nothing but frou-frou and fee-fee and fra-fra for all the women folks, so they can sit around and peck, 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 cluck, 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 peck, 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 cluck, cluck, cluck.
I wish you would get it right.
Let's see how red we can make your lip.
I'm going to show you how red I'm going to make something else.
Lemon
Come on,
oil.
Silverback. Do it. Dude,
Lemon
moment.
oil. Now,
Lemon oil.
first, right off the rip,
Mm-hmm.
dudes, you know we like a little lemon in our tea. Doesn't matter if it's sweet tea or hot tea. This is great. Boop, boop, boop. A lot cheaper than a lemon. And you only need, well, it depends on how big the glass is. Like if you're having like a dude glass, like one of our beer mugs,
Mm-hmm.
you need about 5 of them puppies in there. Boop, boop, boop. You're using a little tin like this, maybe 2 or 3. Now, be warned. I'm not saying I'm speaking from experience or anything, but don't be putting this in your cup that's styrofoam.
Or a plastic straw. Don't use a plastic straw or... like,
I'm having a dude moment.
Well, tell them about...
I'm having a dude moment. Dude moment. Because you'll pick it up and the bottom will fall out. Okay? Then I learned, and it was shortly after the life insurance ran out, that Robyn decided to tell me that, oh yeah, don't do that because it's going to leach the chemicals from the styrofoam and your plastic straw in there. So make sure it's a stainless steel cup or glass before you go putting any of these essential oils in your drink. Hand me this for. Look, dudes don't use grown-up sippy cups. We don't.
But you're not the only person in this room. The women are listening to your dude moment too. So cover that part.
All right, you can't use this part either.
Because what happens?
It's plastic.
It's plastic. And it will what?
Leach.
And it'll also ruin it. Just so you know.
Didn't I just say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second thing. Okay. Cleaning. This will eat grease, motor oil, probably even Josh's blacksmith soot, sulfur, coal, crud off of it. Warning. If you banged your knuckles while turning that wrench, or you got a splinter when you were working on that wood, and you want to use this because the stuff you got on your hands, lava soap and a rope won't take off, be forewarned, it's going to tickle. Okay? It will tickle. Now, the good thing about that is it'll also kill anything that you got in on your cut. So you're doing like a 2 for 1. And if you're anything like me, gotta watch out for dinner. Use that. It'll tickle. It'll tickle. It'll make you go, hey, that'll wake you up in the morning, boys. But at the same time, you just saved your booger finger so that way you don't have to cut it off because you got the Black Plague or something.
Okay. What else?
What's so funny?
You talking about having the Black
That was
Plague.
a public service announcement right there. I just saved booger fingers all around the world.
All over the place. And that's important.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a booger finger or
That's
two.
right. Okay. How many times, dudes, have we come home from out working in our shop or coming home from work and you walk in the door and there's a stank? And it just reeks. Nasty. And what happened? A possum done crawled up underneath the house, got lost, starved to death, and died. Mm-hmm. So now you got to find it. Right? So once you locate it, take some lemon, put a little bit on a cotton ball, whoop, shove it up your nose.
Oh, no, don't do that. You better not put it up your nose. You're going to burn your nose.
You put one drop on the whole cotton ball, and you rip the cotton ball in two, and boom.
Yeah.
This is dude moment.
I would even go further. Never mind. Go ahead. Do your dude moment.
No, what are you going to say?
I was just going to say diffuse it because it'll help eliminate the nasty smell in the air as well. Yeah. Not just in your nose.
To get up, we got to crawl up under there. Not every woman is like you.
That's true.
You know, we got to crawl up underneath there and we got to pull the possum out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dudes, how many times have we gotten a new tool and Sears or Home Depot put that sales sticker on it and we go try to rip it off and they use like Gorilla Glue to put the thing on there, and every time you grab that thing it's still sticky. Years later you grab the wrench and it's got the sticky stuff on it and you're like, because it's still sticky. Lemon. Put a little lemon on a rag.
Yep.
Gone.
Yep.
Poof. Gone. But of course, that will work with any citrus oil, but we're talking about lemon right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do I got up there? On your car parts. Okay? You ain't got to go out and buy the expensive parts cleaner. Boop. Couple of drops of lemon oil on a rag.
Yep.
Clean it right up.
Yeah, it's definitely degreasers, basically what you're getting at. But you can do that with so many different things.
Right.
So
now, Daryl, and all my other woodworkers out there, you can make a furniture polish that has the lemon oil in it. You don't need to go out and buy that nasty Pledge in a can. That stuff will mess up your good woodworking projects. But with some little beeswax, a little bit of honey, and the lemon oil, and a few other things. What else did you put in there?
I didn't use honey.
You didn't use honey?
Just the beeswax. I mean, the beeswax had a little bit of honey in it, but not a whole lot. But it's beeswax, coconut oil, and lemon oil.
Lemon oil.
Yeah. And that was,
Small circles.
It works fantastic.
It'll bring that finish out in that wood and make it slap somebody.
It does. It's really good for cleaning.
Chicken waterers. Now, you can't use it with the plastic ones. Okay? But I know a lot of us have some of the old metal chicken waterers. Or the little round chicken feeders, especially if you got quail. Okay? And they'll poop all in it. And sometimes that chicken poo is hard to get off.
Yeah.
But of course, before she says it, any citrus oil will do that. And that is great. But today we're talking about lemon.
You love picking on her today, don't you?
You started it.
Okay.
Dude moment. Oh, no. Cooking. Look, if you're doing the love dare, and it's that time where you got to make that meal, take her out on a date, and you're going to cook it. Make the lemon chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
But dudes, don't be a dude here, okay? And go, no, because she'll be puckering in, but it's not gonna be to kiss you. Really, toothpick. Boop, boop. That's all you need.
Yeah. One thing we
Take
learned.
it from Lovelace.
One thing we learned when we were using the citrus oils for flavoring is we used to use it for making guacamole or like avocado salsa. And one drop and all you're tasting is the citrus. You're not tasting the...
Right.
So you got to be careful.
Careful. Careful.
Yep.
Dude moment. Over.
Okay.
Go back to it. Back a little, back a little, back a little, back a little.
Still do it wrong. You do it wrong on purpose, I'm convinced. And you know what's really bad? Like now I'm in the back of my head going, pick a little taco, pick a little taco. I gotta, like, I have to. Like, it's an obsession because you mess it up. Okay. So, on to the properties.
But my favorite thing is cleaning my car parts and the furniture wax.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's your favorite? Mm-hmm. I think my favorite is, and you kind of touched on it, but kind of didn't, is cleaning stuff off the stovetop. Because the stovetop can get pretty grimy, like stuff gets baked on the stovetop. And you could take just a little bit of oil, just kind of put it on the stovetop and let it sit. And then within like 5 minutes or so, you can wipe it away. Yeah. Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener, I gotta go put the kid to bed. What's the best email address to just ask a couple of questions to Jason?
BigBearFarms@hotmail.com.
Alicia. cheap. Talk a lot. Pick a little more. Pick a little. Talk a little. Pick a little. Talk a little. Sorry.
What kind of questions do you want to ask me?
I can't use oven cleaner, so I use it for the oven and stovetop. Yep. That's exactly.
I'm a Pisces. I love the scuba dive.
Now, that's another thing Josh mentioned. This works really good as a tenderizer in a marinade.
Yeah, it would.
Because it'll break down the muscle some. So that's really, you think about what it does to plastic. Imagine what it does to muscle. So that's definitely a good one to use. As far as where to reach Jason, our email is bigbearfarms@hotmail.com. So you can email him there. He gets all of that stuff. So he can answer that from there. Yes. Okay, so properties real quick. Obviously, this is antiseptic. It's a diuretic. What does diuretic mean?
Makes you pee-pee.
Makes you pee-pee. It's an antioxidant, meaning that it helps to get rid of...
all the oxidants.
Yes, all the oxidants. It's antibacterial. It's a disinfectant.
Gets rid of all the bacterials.
It's a mucolytic. What is that?
Gets rid of the mucus.
Yep. Antifungal.
Gets rid of the mushrooms.
Obviously, it's a degreaser. It's antiviral. Obviously, it's invigorating. And
no, Teresa. Here on the Big Bear Homestead, it means make you pee.
No, she's right. It means to get rid of fluids.
We all know she's right.
But we call that's how I get him to remember. That's how I get him to remember.
But we
diuretic. It makes him pee.
We say makes you pee.
But it really does. It helps you to get rid of all of the yuck in your system through fluid. So sweat, pee, that kind of thing.
I love you by timing you out. Don't think I won't do it.
Okay. Now, the oils that we know of that we use that contain lemon oil. One that we use all the time is Citrus Bliss. This is just a citrus blend. It's what they call, I guess it's invigorating blend. What just happened?
I don't know. Let's make sure.
I don't know.
How long has it been
Because it's
off?
saying it's green. Shut it's green. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. So,
Now, will you relax for a second there? Oh, man.
so
That
it's
should make it come up there.
the
Bam.
invigorating blend. It is it's just a bunch of citrus oils all put together.
Them fools better not be using the internet.
It
now.
does include lemon in it, as well as a bunch of other really good stuff. We'll fix that. So, sorry, give me just a second. So that's one of them. Citrus Bliss is great. I use it in some of my oils. I mean, some of my soaps. It's a very good oil blend for waking up in the morning. So, like a lot of times when the girls are kind of dragging in the morning, I'll be like, here, give me your hand. And get one drop, rub it, and put it over their nose to wake them up. So that's one. Another one that we have used a lot, and one thing that I am going to mention, lemon is really good for allergy issues. So for like, it helps clear out the nasal passage. It's a very strong smell. But it helps with allergies to help with like decongesting. It's also, like I said, it's a mucolytic. Yeah, you could use after a coma soap accident. Yes, definitely. It helps with the narrowing of constricted airways, and then also runny nose and watery and itchy eyes. So all of those issues with allergies, lemon will help. So this is where Breathe comes in. That's why Breathe has lemon in it. It's one of the reasons. Breathe is a respiratory blend, but it does contain lemon in.
Okay, we're buffering again. Are they on it in there?
In the I don't know. I'm gonna turn it off though. Let's see.
Are they on?
I can't tell, but I'm gonna just lock it down. We already ate dinner, so I wonder what they're doing. I'm turning it off right now. I think we're having issues. Some people are seeing the buffering and some people are not. I don't know. It's showing that we are on our end. That's why he's running in there. He's getting ready to put the hammer of death on them. It's just, I had the little circle thing. So he's in there now getting ready to tell them to get off. But I've already locked down the internet. So anyway, so Breathe is definitely another one to use that has lemon in it. Let's see. Another one. Lemon is also really good with helping with your metabolism, helping with weight loss. Again, part of it because of the diuretic properties is going to help you to get rid of the unwanted, yuck. It also helps with the antioxidants. So between those two, that's partially why this metabolic blend, Slim and Sassy, has also has lemon oil in it as well. And then the last one, and this is probably one of my new favorites. I did not use this oil for a long time because I usually make my own cleaner or whatever. We usually use a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime. We mix it all together and put it in the
And we have a good
diffuser.
time.
And we have a good time. So what we ended up doing is I ended up trying this one time and I absolutely love it. This is Purify. It's a cleansing blend, and I mostly use it aromatically. We put it in the diffuser, and like how Jason was saying earlier with dead animal smell or teenage funk smell or laundry that got left in the washing machine too long, that kind of thing. This oil is perfect for that. So this is a great one to put, like if you're making your own laundry detergent or something like that.
Don't say that.
You can definitely use this oil in your blend to help with that. And because it has the lemon oil in it, it's also a degreaser. So that's an extra thing to put in your laundry detergent. So one of my new favorite oils, Purify, which includes lemon oil. So, were they on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
What were they doing?
Watching Forrest Gump.
We have that.
Yeah, they were running it through the computer.
So it wasn't online.
Well, you noticed it stopped.
That's because I locked everything down. Doesn't have anything to do with the internet. Mm-hmm. So anyway, there was a lot of people saying that we weren't having any buffering. So I just had to refresh. All right. So lemon's really good for
flog them
all of the different body systems. Oh, real quick. Somebody asked, do we have a website with oils on it? Do you have that down in the description?
No, because we weren't
doing it. It was acting it's not the best. If you're interested in them, if you'll just email me, I can point you in the right direction. It's probably the best way to do it. Homestead in the Highlands says, I need about a gallon of that to put down the drain in one of our barns. Apparently, it was their dead stock storage. Ugh.
Now, the only issue you would have with that is if it's PVC.
Yeah, you don't
want to do it if it's PVC. But if you've got copper lines or a galvanized pipe.
But is it corrosive, do you think?
No, I don't think. Depends on how much you put down there.
So definitely.
I mean, if you just ran a straight gallon of the lemon essential oil, then yeah. But I mean, if you put a bunch of the
clay pipes, no,
you don't do that.
Definitely not recommend that.
Wouldn't do that at all. It'd eat right through it.
Maybe like a vinegar. Maybe, I don't know. Clay pipes make me nervous just for the fact that they're clay pipes.
That would be an interesting thing to try. Vinegar may be okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the thing with clay is it's so porous, you'll probably never get that funk out of it anyway.
Yeah, concentration levels are super important. That's the thing. That's what I was thinking. It would probably, the barn's 200 years old. Wow.
Yeah, but back to the pipes with it being corrosive. I mean, as long as you diluted it with something like maybe put it in some coconut oil or, and then flushed it really well, then you shouldn't have an issue. And you wouldn't want to do it once a week anyway. You don't even maybe want to be doing it once a quarter or twice a year or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So
200 years old. That's amazing.
That is. That's crazy.
Vinegar and baking soda, maybe. I mean, it's just clay's just so porous.
Yeah. So lemon is beneficial to just about every part of all of the body systems. For the brain, it definitely helps with mental fatigue, focus, concentration. We use it a lot during the homeschool day or out here when Jason's trying to do his classwork. It helps to keep him alert. And if you pair lemon with rosemary is used for memory. Mm-hmm. So you put rosemary and lemon together and you have a really good combination for a good school day. So that's good. Lemon's also really good digestive wise. It's good for, believe it or not, it's good for reflux. You're looking at me funny. Why are you looking at me funny?
It's just gas.
Oh, okay. It's going to smell like lemons in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Acid reflux, constipation, diarrhea. It's also gallstones, heartburn, jaundice. What?
How can it be good for constipation and
diarrhea?
Diarrhea. Cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha. Diarrhea. Cha-cha-cha. I don't know. So,
you need to call them, because ever since we've canceled the home phone, all of a sudden we're buffering.
Is everybody having buffering issues, or
because
is it?
Every time you do that, you have to come back in here and do this.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that.
Well, I mean, it's one, it's aggravating,
I know
but
it's
two,
aggravating.
we're paying a lot of money for this internet, so this doesn't have to happen.
So,
And
okay.
Just about every now and then. See, everybody's getting buffering every now and then.
See, some are, some aren't. That's the weird thing. Some people have no problem with it. So that's really weird. Anyway, really good for your digestive tract. Which is kind of interesting to me, because you would think that with the strength of it, that it might be a little harsh on the stomach. But it's actually used for nausea, things like that as well. So that's kind of, in my brain, is kind of counterintuitive, but it actually, it does work pretty well for stomach stuff. We talked about weight gain, so for like your endocrine system, it's good for that. It's also good for high glucose levels. So, anybody that are hyperglycemic. See, I'm hypoglycemic. So hyperglycemic is just a little bit different. I'm wondering if it would be good for ulcers. I believe it is. I'll tell you what we've used for ulcers in the past is coconut oil.
And cayenne pepper.
Coconut oil is really, really good for that. You take like a tablespoon, once, twice a day. And that seemed to help a lot.
Yeah, because the coconut oil has the same stuff in it that the antibiotic that they give you for an ulcer. It's just in smaller doses. So it takes a little bit longer.
It takes longer, but it's better. I mean, yeah. I had to use that. I had a really bad, what's it called right here? I can't remember the name of it, but the ulcer that's like right here. And so yeah, that it worked out really well for me to use the coconut oil to help repair that.
Yeah. But if you're having a lot of issues with heartburn and possible ulcers, start taking a tablespoon or a teaspoon? I think it's a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and lightly sprinkle it over all of your food.
Hiatal, that's it. Hiatal hernia.
And it'll fix it.
Yeah.
Sounds weird, but it's the gospel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jason's used that before.
You gotta start doing it again.
But the top uses that I've seen are like, another one is kidney stones and gallstones. Also for things like edema, like when you're swelling and stuff. Remember, it's a diuretic, so it's going to help flush all of that stuff out.
I wonder if that means it's a YouTube issue. Daryl.
It could be.
Because if he's not buffering at 360 or 480 or greater, there's slight buffing.
Yeah. So, it's also good for liver or kidney detox. Again, it's the same concept. It's a diuretic, so it's going to help with that. Also, some of the citrus oils are good for varicose veins. So you use that topically with some coconut oil and use it at nighttime.
Do you want more coffee?
Yeah. Now the biggest use though for lemon is its antiviral, antiseptic, all of that good stuff. It helps with like cold and flu, fevers, germs, any kind of virus.
Okay, hold on, stop. Is your brother on his phone in there?
No, sir. I'll get all the devices and bring him out.
What are you doing?
Just relax.
Got your back. See, some people aren't losing us. Nature's Basics says I still have y'all.
Well, see, we shouldn't lose us.
Right.
Out of everybody out
Right.
there.
And Teresa's lost us completely offline. Parenting doesn't take a back seat to this family. Nope. Nope. Still gotta do that. Drinking lemon water with oil is a good astringent in the morning before food. Yes. It's also really good, a really good toner too. So like for your skin, it definitely helps to tone the skin as well. It's an astringent. But like even E. coli and salmonella, like they don't stand a chance with lemon oil. So a lot of people have used it to prevent food poisoning as well. Same kind of things. So there were a couple of studies. There was one done with 100 pregnant women, and they found that it relieved the nausea and vomiting, and it just kind of helped them to not, not feel as sick after having the baby. Another one found that it helped to reduce or reverse diabetic neuropathy. So that's kind of interesting as well. Some of you that have diabetic neuropathy, it's kind of interesting to think that lemon oil might help that. Same thing with sciatic nerve damage. Some people have used the lemon oil for that. It also, so I said earlier, and I don't think I mentioned it, but lemon also has antidepressant properties. And part of that is it helps increase dopamine levels. So that's important with depression, is having higher dopamine levels. So that helps. That's how lemon helps with being an antidepressant.
I bet I just fixed it.
What happened?
Well,
we had a what you call it?
We had an update. And when the camera came,
what did you just do? What did you just do? Oh my goodness, what did you just do?
I put it at 1920 1080.
Oh.
Okay. Because it was right there.
Oh, we'll do it. No, you didn't. The other way around.
Wow, it zoomed in like a mofo, didn't it?
Robert Jennings just subscribed. Take it down. There we go. Okay. Whatever that is.
That's the device default, so...
I don't know. Any closer, we could read the card. Pretty flower. That flower is really pretty. That, Niana's husband, Floyd, made that for me. It's pretty cool.
I wonder... I'm trying to...
Be lower. Needs to be like that one. 1280, 720. Whoa, not even. Even smaller.
Well, that...
Can you make the image smaller, maybe?
Yeah, I could fix the image.
Playing around.
Electronics.
Is there a recipe book for the different ways to use the oils? No. But, well, I mean, there probably are. But what I'm working on a book where I suggest the different ways to use some of these oils. I'm working on it. I don't have much more on it before I'm done with it. Whoa.
Me grab a wrong one.
Anyway.
Let's see if that helps.
Yeah, but now you got... It's alright.
Look, I'm just trying to stop the buffering.
But I'll tell you what, we look a lot cleaner.
That's because we're down to 1280, 720.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, 720.
Yeah. I kind of like that clarity better. A lot better. You just gotta, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we look a lot crisper. I really like that because we've been fuzzy before.
Fuzzy was a woman.
We were. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Another study done by, get this, by the USDA. Whoa. Okay, you're good right there.
Better?
Mm-hmm. By the USDA, is that lemon essential oil added to food protected food against human pathogens like E. coli and salmonella. So that's pretty exciting to think that, and like Josh was saying earlier, using it as a meat tenderizer can also help kill if there's any kind of bacteria in your meat, then that can also help as well. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I like the idea of that. So that's all I've got on lemon oil. Is there anything that I missed that somebody has used lemon essential oil for? Is there something you've used lemon essential oil for?
Wow, you can see everything now.
Mm-hmm.
You can see my big old belly.
I'm trying to think.
I gotta sit up and suck it in.
Yeah, so you can use lemon for stuff. You can use lemon for skin issues, for acne. Let's see, what else? I use it for...
Yeah, see, when I did it it had it going all the way up to
2000 something.
Yeah, that's 4D.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that called? No, 4K.
4K. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's probably part of it.
Yeah, it was trying to send way too much down the line.
I like this picture much better, but it makes me...
Yeah, you gotta
sit up straight. No, I'm just hunched over, and so it looks like I gotta sit up straight now. Anyway, so yeah, foot fungus, yes, antifungal. So you can. Some people. That's another one. Some people use lemon oil to whiten their. If you've got stained fingernails, they use it because I think that's used for like it's a fungus, and so they use the lemon oil on there to get rid of the fungus. It's also good, like Teresa was saying, it's good for oral health.
Teeth whitener?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if I brush my teeth with lemon essential oil,
I would just be really careful and not use a whole bunch of it because you don't want to take the enamel off your teeth.
Would I end up with like Ross teeth?
I hope not. I certainly hope not. So yeah, country girl said, or city girl said, lemon chicken, lemon rice. You can definitely use it.
Lemon turkey. You
can use it. Yeah, you can use it in
lemon
just
lamb.
about. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it would take the enamel off your teeth. You got to be really careful with it. I'm trying to think what else I use lemon for. I absolutely love it as to smell. It's great as a also strips the oils from your nails so polish stays on longer. There you go. That makes sense.
Well, that's not a dude moment.
No, definitely not a dude moment. It's good. I know another thing it's good for. Put it in, like Jason was saying with cotton balls, you can put it in a spray or like with water and mix some lemon oil in there and spray shoes with it. When you have stinky feet smell in your shoes or boots, like if you're, especially, I don't know about how many of y'all,
smelly cat.
Like you have your boots get wet and then you go ahead and, then they start to smell a little ripe. You can definitely use lemon essential oil to help with that. Can you spray mattresses and furniture? Yes. Definitely will, help with the smell.
What about age brown spots? I don't know what you're talking about with that.
Like on your skin. I don't know that would.
Just don't go out
help.
into the sun.
I feel like that would actually probably make it worse. I don't know. I could be wrong on that.
Kills mites.
Liver spots, yeah, that's what. But I don't think that lemon oil will help with that. Thought the acid in the flesh removed the enamel. Didn't know the zest did too. I don't know. I'm worried because it has citric acid in it. I'm wondering. I also put lemon oil inside my turkey.
Window
we
cleaner.
do that too. Great window cleaner. Yep.
Yep.
It's really good as a cleaner in general. You put a little bit of baking soda and vinegar and some lemon oil and put that all together. It makes an awesome bathroom, any kind of bathroom or refrigerator cleaner. Now, I bet you could use lemon oil to make lemon flavored candy.
Whoa, the girl's been tearing up the root beer.
Use it to clean the bathroom because we can't use chemicals. Yeah, and that's why we use
You hate the watermelon flavor.
we use the we use lemon oil in the bathroom a lot for that. Definitely. I don't use lemon in the bathtub very much. Actually not at all. I don't use citrus very much in the bathtub.
Homemade candies from Miss Sherry at Two Family Homestead.
All right, so it's 9:20. It's time for us to call it a night.
Oh, man, I just got the coffee out. Here you go. Coffee.
Call it an evening.
That's not Mom's.
That's yours, not mine.
Steve.
Even though she swapped the
I'm
cups,
sorry,
apparently.
I didn't know.
It's okay. Woo, but that's hot. It's super hot. All right, so
What?
Do you need anything else?
No, my love. You right here. What? Okay.
don't forget, we have a live stream on Friday we're going to do. And then we'll also do another one on Saturday night where we catch up with everybody. Excuse me, right here. Excuse me. Gotta put that mouth right here. Give me kisses. Mwah. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Mwah. All right. Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming by, y'all. Thanks for spending the time with us for the last hour and a half. And we really appreciate y'all coming by and learning with us. And I guess we'll see y'all on Friday.
Don't forget, Friday, Timeout with Big Bear Homestead. It's a live stream where we're going to catch you guys up on what's been going on during the week. And you have no idea what we're going to talk about because we don't even know.
We don't even know.
Last week, we were talking about bats. All kinds of bats. We talked about bats so much, people just kind of went a little overboard with bats and tried to make it in a drinking game about bats because we talked about bat houses,
Stop.
bat poo, all kinds of
Okay,
things.
stop.
Bat.
So don't forget that one. And then Saturday night is our normal live stream where it's basically kind of we talk a little bit about a subject and then it kind of turns into a Q&A also. So that'll be good to go. Good to go. Good to go.
Strong.
All right. Tell everybody good night. Tell everybody good night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Don't forget, be kind to one another. You don't know what that person could be going through, and a simple smile or a simple hello or asking somebody how their day is doing and just being able to let them vent and listen may do wonders for that person. Recycle, reuse, repurpose.
You finally got it right.
Help save our corals, and something that we're going to talk about on Saturday with that one. The monarch butterfly. Something big came down the pipe through an email today. Thank you, Baker Creek. And so Keep the stuff out of the landfill. Encourage your downtowns to get revitalized. There's no reason for them to cut down forests and stuff to put up a strip mall that'll be vacant in less than a decade. Mm. So you guys, we will see you
on Friday.
On Friday. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for coming. We didn't do the giveaway.
What giveaway?
The oil.
Oh.
We'll do it Friday.
Jinx.
We'll do it on Friday. So now you got to come on Friday for the giveaway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mic drop.
Good night, y'all.
Night.
Night.
Night. Wave, that's us. Take a night.
Wave.